That was the Drake I wanted in this. I wanted back-to-back Drake on this, and he never gave it to us.
Again, Family Matters was just an up and down roller coaster for me as far as great stuff.
Agreed.
And just like, eh.
Agreed.
But it just didn't matter because Kendrick Lamar dropped Meet the Grams. And boy,
Drake's nuke got nuked, in my opinion.
This man went and got Alchemist, a great producer, underrated producer, and this is what we got from Meet the Grams. So let's get into it. Jeez.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad.
Right off the bat. Don't you ever say my son's name,
bro,
and then say, I'm sorry that man is your father.
That's so evil, bro.
That's crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
Wouldn't that be on site?
That has to be.
Like, isn't that a fade on site if you say, you address my son on a track by name and then say, I'm sorry that man's your father?
Oh, my God.
And then proceed to tell me why. Oh, let it run.
The piano is fantastic.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would a world condom. I'm sorry that you gotta grow up and then stand behind him. Life is hard, I know. The challenges always go beat us home. Sometimes our parents make mistakes that affect us until we grown. And you're a good kid that need good leadership. Let me be your mentor. Since your daddy don't teach you shit, never let a man.
This man says, "Let me be your mentor in life, because your daddy won't do anything.
He won't teach you
for
shit.
Oh my!
Let me be your mentor, because he ain't gonna teach you shit. After telling you, I'm sorry that man is your father. And it's again, he's big homieing Drake. He's trying to help Drake in a roundabout way by talking to his son and like pointing out these things in an indirect way. And he's also talking to his son.
Ugh.
Like, it's
talking to the fatherhood and his son, like,
and that's something he's already done.
Yeah,
he already did it in Euphoria. He had all those bars in Euphoria about you don't know nothing about that, and then he's still coming back and saying, "Nah, we're not done here. Let me really talk to your son now. I talked to you. I told you what you don't know nothing about, and all these things you should be doing. Now I'm going to sit your son down and I'm going to talk to him."
Sometimes our parents make mistakes that affect us until we grown. And you're a good kid that need good leadership. Let me be your mentor. Since your daddy don't teach you shit, never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son. Never fall in the escort business. That's bad religion. Please remember, you could be a bitch even if you got bitches. Never code switch.
oh my gosh.
So I don't know if you can pinpoint, because I can't. The last time that a song, actually I can, it was Kendrick. It was We Cry Together. This song almost, some of the stuff he was saying made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I had to stop this in the third verse because it was like, oh man, like, oof, it was heavy. I even put on my IG story. I made a story and like I had to take a cleanse off this. I had to take a 24-hour cleanse off this beef because it just got way too dark, and I was like, I need to go listen to some church music. I was like, I just can't do this no more.
Get some of the Mormon Tabernacle choir in your life, man. Be all right.
There we go. Let's go.
Right or wrong, you're a black man, even if it don't benefit your goals. Do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck what Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership.
Oh my gosh. He said, don't cut the corners at the gym. Like, go get.
Don't be BBL Drizzy. Don't be BBL Adonis. Get a gym membership, bro.
Get that. Go earn your muscles. You know, go earn that.
And what's the last like public video that we saw of Kendrick? Was that fool like doing burpees and like doing pull-ups and stuff, and then he was doing burpees and it? Like he's living what he's telling you to do. He's literally being an example of what he's telling you to do. Don't be BBL Adonis. Get a gym membership.
Hiding hands, that's law. Don't be ashamed about who you with. That's how he treats your moms. Don't have a kid to hide again. Sure, 5% will comprehend, but 95 is lost. Be proud of who you are. Your strength come from within. A lot of superstars that's real, but
your dad ain't one of them.
And you nothing like him. You'll carry yourself as king. Can't understand me right now. Just play this when you 18.
Oh my, bro. Play this when you're an adult, graduating from high school. You're stepping into some, you're growing as a man. You're stepping into adulthood. Play this again when you're 18 years old. Oh my.
See who your pops really is, because he says your daddy ain't real, and right after telling him a lot of superstars is real, your daddy ain't one of them. He tells him, "You're nothing like him. You'll carry yourself like a king." Like, and we ain't even got to the nasty stuff in this song yet either. It gets so much worse. And you talked about Al, and like this, I've said it before, this beat to me feels like a scary movie.
Absolutely.
This beat sounds like what Kendrick was saying in Euphoria. It sounds like somebody walking someone down with a blank face. It feels like Jason and Freddie and Michael Myers and all them, and the white girl stumble. You can imagine Drake stumbling and running. Oh my God.
The Compton Boogeyman is here, everybody.
Like falling on his BBL and shit. And it just is a very spooky feel on the production that just, it's like it's.
And so simple.
It's
but
beautiful.
So impactful.
It's like if Jordan Peele was a music producer.
Oh, that's perfect, dude.
His beats would sound like this.
That's great. The parents, you're up next.
Dear Sandra.
Dear Sandra, your son got some habits, I hope you don't undermine them. Especially with all the girls that's hurt inside this climate. You're a woman, so you know how it feels to be in alignment with emotion, hoping a man can see you and not be blinded. Dear Dennis, you gave birth to a master manipulator. Even using you to prove who he is a huge favor. I think you should ask for more paper, and more paper, and more paper. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addictions, psychopath intuition, the man that liked to play victim. You raised a horrible fucking person. The nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in a cell for the rest of their life. He hates black women.
So, the very somber, spooky beat, right? And he talked to Adonis. And so far, he's been talking to Dennis and to Sandra. He even finds a way to switch up the cadence and the flow in this one. His voice, his tone. Like that, just as small as it is. When he says, look, sit down, listen, I got to tell you, you can see it in your head. Him sitting down, be like, look. And then he just, I think you're signaling he should die. I think he's in it, and just is.
Again, painting the picture of mom, sit down, dad, let me talk to you about your son, both of you guys about your son. People like him should die.
And the tone of it, it's not just, hey guys, I think that you raised a master manipulator. He said, no, you raised a manipulator, and I think niggas like him should die. Dad.
Goodness, bro.
It's heavy, now listen. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in a cell for the rest of their life. He hates black women, hypersexualize them with kinks of an nympho fetish. Grew facial hair because he understood being a beard just fit him better. He got sex offenders on OVO that he keep on a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised, and he keeping his child around him. And we gotta raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking. Fuck a rap battle, he should die so all of these women can live with a purpose. I've been in this industry
He's killed Drake 3 times in this verse.
I love how he brought up the facial hair. Like, that's such a little thing to just mention. Because when you see someone, like a guy with, like, no facial hair, you think of, like, oh, that's a creepy look almost. Like, especially with, like, facial hair and beards being so in right now. Like, he grew his beard out just so he could fit the the profile of like, you know.
Well, and then he follows that up with something that is so simple, like such a simple question, and it doesn't seem like a wild thing to wonder. Like he says, "You got sex offenders that you keep on an allowance, and your kids around them." Like, Kendrick's touching on a lot right now. A lot of uncomfortable stuff right now in this verse.
Never be compromised, need keeping his child around him. And we gotta raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking. Fuck a rap battle, he should die so all of these women can live with a purpose. I've been in this industry 12 years, I'ma tell y'all one little secret. There's some weird shit going on and some of these artists be here to police it. They be streamlining victims all inside of their home and calling them tender. Then leak videos of themselves to further push their agendas. To any woman that be playing this music, know that you're playing your sister. Or better yet, selling your niece. To the weirdos, not the good ones. Cat Williams, I gave you the truth, so I'ma get mines. The embassy about to get raided too. It's only a matter of time. Hey, LeBron, keep the family away. Hey, Curry, keep the family away. To anybody that embody the love for their kids, keep the family away. They looking at you too if you standing by him. Keep the family away. I'm looking to shoot through any pervert that lives. Keep the family safe.
Said you leak the photos of you naked, which was a big thing on the internet.
It was crazy that day
of Drake, you know, showing his thing, but he's like, when you, and like you just pushing your purpose of
he's advertising it.
Exactly. So,
and the to touch on the embassy, that's Drake's place. That's his spot up in Toronto that got shot up and all that, and the people have been trying to break into. And I thought it was funny now also the LeBron, keep the family away. And I don't know if you saw Daylight. He got he took it down because I actually went back through his Twitter. But he posted this older video of Drake and LeBron like at the club kind of kicking it together and stuff. Daylight being the ultimate troll per usual, inside and outside of battle rap. But it was telling to mention LeBron and Curry and Drake being an owner of the Raptors and being so present with NBA, like and just to pick two of the biggest stars, if not the two biggest stars in the NBA, to call out, and two of the biggest commercial stars. I think that's Kendrick kind of telling them, hey, first of all, get away from this dude. But secondly, that's going to start to mess up Drake's money eventually. People dissociating from him, being like, nah, that ain't my man. That's your boy. We was cool, but I'm cool with him now. I'm straight. I ain't bringing my daughter around him. Nah.
Kendrick cutting his money and his ties away, and then, you know, Drake cutting his own ties away with all these artists, but just cutting them in different ways and different angles. Like there's this. It's a strong feel that there's a lot of this stuff that is, and again, the numbers are starting to show it, but Drake's stock is plummeting. I'll say that. Yeah.
Kids, keep the family away. They looking at you too if you standing by him. Keep the family away. I'm looking to shoot through any pervert that lives. Keep the family safe.
This is definitely where it got uncomfortable for me.
Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father not active inside your world. And don't commit.
This was the first time that we had heard anything about another secret kid.
Yeah.
A daughter this time.
Mm-hmm.
I never heard nothing about nothing. I'm not that deep on in the Twitter and social world to know that there was this girl out there that I guess had always been alleged to be his daughter. And to me, this was the first time I'd heard about now another hidden kid, which, going back to the believability, it's happened once before. Lightning can't strike twice. Like I'm supposed to think, oh no, Kendrick's just making this up or lying. Like, no, there's the possibility that is a valid claim.
Because he's done it before. He has the history to prove that, so.
But it's music, yeah, that's for sure. He a narcissist, misogynist, living inside his songs. Try to destroy families rather than taking care of his own. Should be teaching you timetables or watching Frozen with you. Or at your 11th birthday, singing poems with you. Instead, he being Turks, paying for sex and popping perks. Examples that you don't deserve. I want to tell you that you love.
I don't know if you saw where Drake is at right now.
Oh, no.
Promise you. He's in Turks right now. Or at least in the last 24 hours. He posted.
Oh, man.
He posted in Turks. I kid you not, man.
Drake, if you think that's funny, no.
No, and that's like I it almost seems like it was something that he was already gonna be there or something, but it's how convenient, how crazy is that? And again, maybe OVO was working for Kendrick that he knew he was gonna be in Turks soon.
Taking this vacation everywhere.
He was foreshadowing. But again, even that, like, if I'm Drake, you think Drake, whatever's happening in Turks right now, whether it's contractually or whatever, Drake don't need that. Drake don't, whatever money they're giving him, I know he has the gambling and all that stuff, but like, bro, if you're down that bad that you're willing to take that public hit from Kendrick saying in this song, he'd rather be in Turks, popping perks and paying for bitches. Like, again, the awareness is, his awareness rating on Madden would be like minus 99.
Video game.
It would be in the red. It's so bad. His play recognition would just be all trash for Drake. Because making moves like this it just shows the arrogance, which really bit him in the ass a lot in this battle.
You're not as tapped in as you think you are with whatever's going on around you.
Or you just blatantly don't care. Which might be even worse.
Yeah.
Because that's a horrible look for Drake to me, but
especially in this beef.
Man.
You're brave, you're kind, you got a gift to change the world and can change your father's mind. Cause our children is the future, but he lives inside confusion. Money's always been illusion, but that's the life he's used to. His father probably didn't claim him neither. History repeats itself, sometimes it don't need a reason. But I would like to say it's not your fault that he's hiding another child. Give him grace, this the reason I made Mr. Morale. So our babies like you can cope later. Give you some confidence to go through something, it's hope later. I never want to hear you chasing man cause it's felt behavior. Sitting in the club with sugar daddies for validation. You need to know that love.
Oh my gosh.
And if you notice again, it's similar to the Adonis verse where he's saying, I made Mr. Morales for our babies like you can cope later. It's almost him saying, like, yeah, go back and listen to this, or listen to what I'm saying to let you know everything's going to be okay, and give you the confidence that when you're going through something, there's going to be hope after it, because your pops ain't there for that. He don't know how to do that.
I'm the one uplifting you guys.
Yes,
and I'm top down on your father and what kind of dad you have. Who
I also in the last verse said that we shouldn't be bringing our women around, our daughters around, our little girls around. So let me give you these tools. Let me be the one, just like I'll be that one for your brother, allegedly.
Gosh, bro.
To go through something, it's hope later. I never want to hear you chasing man cause it's felt behavior. Sitting in the club with sugar daddies for validation. You need to know that love is eternity and trumps all pain. I tell you who your father is, just play this song when it rains. Yes, he's a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, right? And a fucking dead beat that should never say more life.
Meet the Grams.
To say that line and then just have those pianos, the beat, just boom. Oh my goodness, bro.
And the tone switch, he's talking to it. Again, he's painting pictures that you can see him in your head. Sitting down with this little girl and saying, hey, this is your dad. He should be watching Frozen with you, going over timetables. Instead, he's doing this. And let me show you that you don't need to be chasing men out here for validation and you're enough and all that. And yeah, I'll tell you about your dad. He's, you know, a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, and he just switched right. He cuts it right there. A fucking deadbeat that should never say more life.
Meet the Grams. Oh my goodness.
And up last.
Reigns, yes, he's a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, right? And a fucking deadbeat that should never say more life. Meet the Grams.
Last and not least.
Dear Hybrid, I know you probably thinking I wanted to crash your party, but truthfully I don't have a hating bone in my body. It's supposed to be a good exhibition within the game, but you fucked up.
No, you can't.
Again, just like Drake don't have no classics, Kendrick, you know you got a hating bone in your body.
You hate this man.
And
I know you probably thinking
again, a theme with Kendrick. This time he's not warning him. This time he's almost telling him, like, all right, nigga, you did this. He says, this is supposed to be a good exhibition within the game. It's just supposed to be bars. We're just supposed to be seeing who was nicer, talk our little shit or whatever. But nigga, you went there, so now I'm talking to you. Yeah,
and push-ups.
Yeah, and he was at the end of the song saying, you know, nah, nigga, come outside. Like, goading him almost and poking the bear, and then the bear came outside, and then it was vacation time.
Wanted to crash your party, but truthfully I don't have a hating bone in my body. It's supposed to be a good exhibition within the game, but you fucked up the moment you called out my family's name. Why you had to stoop so low to discredit some decent people? Guess integrity is lost when the metaphors doesn't reach you. And I like to understand, cause your house was never a home. 37, but you showing up as a 7-year-old. You got gambling problems, drinking problems, pill popping and spending problems, bad with money, whorehouse, soliciting women problems. Therapy's a lovely start, but I suggest some ayahuasca. Strip the ego from the bottom.
I love that, dude. Like, therapy's a good start, yes, but I think you should just cleanse your
tear it all down,
whole body, like with
tear it all down and start from the beginning, man.
Jeez.
Pill popping and spending problems, bad with money, whorehouse, soliciting women problems. Therapy's a lovely start, but I suggest some ayahuasca. Strip the ego from the bottom. I try to empathize with you, cause I know that you ain't been through nothing. Crave entitlement, but wanna be like so bad that it's puzzling. No dominance. Let's recap moments when you didn't fit in. No secret handshakes with your friend. No culture cachet to binge. Just disrespecting your mother. Identities on the fence. Don't know which family will love you. The skin that you living in is compromised in personas. Can't channel your masculine even when standing next to a woman. You a body shamer. You go hide them baby mamas, ain't you? You embarrassed of them. That's not right. That ain't how mama raised her. Take that mask off. I wanna see what's under them achievements. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. Cause you lied about religious views. You lied about your surgery. You lied about your accent and your past tense. All is perjury. You lied about your ghost riders. You lied about your crew members. They all pussy. You lied on them. I know they all got you in them. You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, huh? You lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come. You lied about the only artist that can offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle. This a long life battle with yourself.
Another great closer.
Again, the voice, bro.
The bow on the gift, man.
This man stood up almost and just started pointing at Drake and just
called out his lies, and that's the only time that the production really switches up is with Kendrick underneath with the lie. You lied, you like that,
Yeah.
and it adds. It's such something so simple, but adds so much to the song.
Yeah. Having that echo of that word is almost like we're in Drake's mind almost, and he's like hearing the lies, and the walls and just around him with what he's hearing from this track and all this.
And after Kendrick has already said in the other song, like, you can't sleep at night. It's keeping you up. Like, that's like you said, that's going inside his head. That's what's going on with Drake. And again, you lied about the only artist that can offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle. It's a lifelong battle with yourself. And again, This came out 43 minutes or so, give or take, after what Drake had called his red button moment, his nuke. He came and totally wiped it out. Lil homied him, talked to his kids, talked to his parents. He talked to all the Grams and knocked it out. And then after no response there, which, I mean, how could Drake? It happened not even an hour later. The next day.
Yeah. But before we get to the last one, I just want to say, like, Meet the Grams, yeah, it's like a battle with Meet the Grams and Euphoria is what my favorite diss tracks from this beef from Kendrick. Like, Meet the Grams is just this evil tone that has it that just keeps me interested in coming back to it, that I love. But yeah, so Meet the Grams and Euphoria is one of my most played songs throughout this whole month, probably.
This shit. My shit different, making the kills to pay out the bills. You see the spots we living in. Tried your best to recreate me, but we not equivalent. Everybody hit Fugazi, all on our ass sizzling. Run shit like conditioning.